So last year over dinner we just then decided, okay, let's get it done, and then we actually started working on that, and now a year later we made great progress. So we now have a plan to start building ideally already like next year, and then it's more about looking at what we need to do here. I think again Helsinki and Tallinn are really kind of like one city with like two big neighborhoods, Helsinki and Tallinn. But now with the tunnel that becomes very much reality, and we already have a lot of interaction on all levels. I mean, not just the startups working closely together, but I mean there are 10 million people going back and forth, or 10 million trips I should say, every year, and it's growing very, very fast. So we have very intense and very kind of like active collaboration. So I think that it makes sense to make that even more so. And then of course, like with the tunnel, I think that it will create growth, and it will create more opportunity for kind of like everybody here. Right now we're looking at just using standard fast rail. So what is commonly used all over China. Currently it's 330 kilometers an hour. You can go even over 400 kilometers an hour just using standard fast rail. So the plan is to have 4 stations along this tunnel. So the Tallinn station, Island station, Otaniemi, Keilaniemi station in Finland, and then the airport station obviously. It will take 20 minutes to go from Tallinn to the airport in Helsinki, and then 7 hours later you're in Beijing, 6 hours later in Delhi, 8 hours later in Tokyo. So basically connecting Tallinn and Helsinki with the world. And project is of course significant. So it's the kind of like estimated budget is 15 billion euros. So that's of course huge, but it's actually not so big when you then put it into kind of like the global context. And if you look at what is happening in China and kind of like in our part of the world, and now our part of the world being Eurasia, so Helsinki and Tallinn, we happen to be right here in the middle of the action. Look at what China is doing with their new Silk Road, so the One Belt One Road project. That is actually expected to be an investment of 5 trillion to start with. So in that context, 15 billion is of course a lot of money, but it's not a huge chunk of what is expected to happen around this new One Belt One Road initiative. And so right now, I mean, we're talking to of course the investor side, but then we have also started doing the technical side, so the tunnel design and looking at what kind of equipment. So right now the latest like tunnel boring machines, so the TBMs, they are again much better and much faster than what used to be the case. And if you look at the biggest like infrastructure construction projects globally, most of them are actually taking place in China. So our Chinese partners have a lot of experience of building tunnels and building things underground and above ground. So we have a very good consortium set up for getting this done. And the next steps are really securing the funding, finalizing the technical design. And then I think what will require quite a bit of time is getting the various approvals and permits in place. So that always takes time. And also what we're doing here is something that hasn't really been done before. So it will be a lot of fun to kind of like get this done. And of course all of us are learning new things every day. And a year ago I didn't know anything about building tunnels. I can't claim to be an expert, but I learned a few things along the way. And as I said, it's a fairly straightforward project. So now we're just like can't wait to kind of like get started, and then next 5 years and we'll have a tunnel.